Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Luna, and we're going to be going over a fun talk, not really walkthrough. I'm going to discuss a couple things with Luma Island. Luma Island is a game that I got from the devs about a week ago now, and we did a full first walkthrough with it. But now that I've put some time into it, I actually really want to discuss this game because I'm really enjoying it. If this is your first time here, welcome in to the galaxy. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. We love and appreciate you. Just hang out and we'll talk about Luma Island. If you love cozy games, if you love farm sims with a little bit of adventure and a little bit of pirates and Indiana Jones, this might be the game for you. Luma Island, I have been playing for a little over a week, and when I say it pulled me in, it pulled me way deep in. I now have over 30 hours in the game. I've unlocked all the maps. You start off with the farm, then you unlock the forest, the mountain, Pirate's Cave, and then the jungle. I have mined all the resources mineable in the game, and we have done a lot of customization on our farm. We are going to talk about more in depth of what to expect from the game and how to handle certain situations. Starting off, we did do a first playthrough in a previous video, so please check that out to see what we may be talking about if I don't go a little bit more in depth of what that is. That will be up above somewhere, so be sure to start that out and then come back or just stay here and we'll walk through it together. Starting out on the farm, some good and bad things that I have found. You get a lot of space to work with, and you really can make it your own. You can make a full homestead solo or co-op multiplayer. If you have some friends come in and play, there's a lot that they can do, a lot you can do, a whole lot of teamwork, and really just enjoy this time. You start off with a never-ending inventory. You never cannot pick up something. It will just keep adding rows after rows after rows. The downside to that is if you are someone like me that gets overwhelmed, it will make your eyes cross. And some reviews that I read, some said having chests are pointless if you never have to empty your inventory. But for me, I definitely use the chest because I can't stand not finding what I need. Because sometimes I need to have an item in the top bar and I can't find it, and it annoys the heck out of me. So personally, I have all of my items sorted by type, crafted, craftable, food, etc. I put them in the chests by the craft tables or the saw and etc. that I need to have them. That's just me. When customizing your farm, if you take a day clearing out trees, grass, and flowers, beware, they will just grow back the next day, and sometimes with vengeance. It drives me insane when I'm doing it the night before, not realizing the day is about to switch over, then it all comes back and I gotta clear it all out again. I wish that they had pathways to put down. So what I did is I just used my hoe from farming and made my own pathways. They are dirt pathways, but it also gives a nice little walkthrough that I think looks really nice. I just wish that we had like a stone pathway, or we could do a marble pathway, you know, something. Then what I do is I put the bunnies in so many corners of the farm so they never get weeds on them, because once you use your hoe and farm out land, they will start to grow weeds over time. But if you leave more than a day in another map, the weeds will take over and all your paths will be back to grass. So the bunnies and none of the animals will do their jobs when you're not there. So when you're especially playing solo, if you're gone for more than a day, all that work that you did clearing out and making those paths will be gone. So I wish the animals would still do their job. If you love the aesthetic as much as I do, wait until you have the funds to just buy your supplies so you won't risk being gone more than a day mining. Or just mine and just make stockpiles so you're not going to be gone, and then do your paths later when you know you're not going to have to make those deep runs into the mine. When going into town, I started working on some of the side quests from all the village people. Do some of their tasks like fixing a few shops. There's some broken seats, some lights, and buildings from the earthquake. From there, do a full walkthrough of your farmland. You will find hidden treasures, farm jewels. You'll need to unlock more stuff, and just little things that you can do to keep your supply and demand up. The maps of all the lands are a lot. Make it to the first mine and temple buy the farm and start collecting supplies. Your first book and start upgrading your tools, so mining and clearing out trees go by really, really fast. A lot of starting items need wood and a lot of rock. So one of my things is that I really started focusing on getting my tools leveled up, and they're actually not hard once you stockpile those supplies. So depending on what job you start with will get you in certain collector's corners before the others. I started out with the jewelry one, so I spent a lot of time in the mine, so it helped me upgrade my tools a lot faster. All of them are, like I said, easy to upgrade. So then the other jobs were quick to get through because I already had collected a lot of the items I needed for that job. So whatever job you pick, it's not your only option. I plan on getting every job done, well, except the fishing. I find the fishing really annoying. So far I have mastered cooking, jewelry, and brewery. You will learn quick which items will give you the most money and focus more on those to make the money come quicker. And by mastering them, you get money from the villagers as well when you hit that point. One thing I also read was some people didn't like that you cook all this food, you make all these supplies, but then you actually never use them. You are making a farm to sell, to get your money up, to do these quests and do the things. So you don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about your energy, along with, your inventory is bottomless. This isn't the type of farm sim game where you really have to worry about that. It's more so focusing on the quest. It's focusing on the obstacles and the temples. And when they added in the pirates, we're not really worried about our well-being in that sense. It's more so how can you supply and demand and work on building your homestead instead of worrying about your energy, your hunger, sleep, and etc. So once you get your farm basics set up, one thing I definitely recommend is getting a sprinkler and put the fertilizer in the sprinkler when you start putting down your crops. Definitely get pigs so you don't have to keep making fertilizer. The pigs produce them as long as you put hay in the feeder for them and just keep that stacked. Again, bunnies keep weeds down, so keep bunnies around so you won't have to weed the crops constantly. I have so many bunnies like in so far of radius because I realized the bunnies, you get 2 bunnies per little bunny house, so they only go so far, like if they know the crops are there and they know the weeds are there. So I have multiple bunnies in different corners, so it kind of like isn't overworking them. That's how I feel. And I've noticed if I don't leave my farm for like a day or two, like my crops are never weeded over and my paths are never weeded over, so they're definitely doing their job. Because pulling weeds, I don't know, I don't like doing that either. One thing I can't stand though are the beetles that keep your plants from growing. Not only do they show up a lot and in big quantities, they are loud and I actually hate the noise. So if you don't like the sound of bugs, it will drive you insane. There's these beetles that when you get crops that you can collect them to fish with, or you step on them and you hear a crunch, but they are annoying and I kind of wish they weren't on the crops. We already don't have to worry about hunger and other things, so then I feel like I've never had a farm sim game that I had to worry about beetles stopping my crops from growing. So after a while, I kind of just let my crops just stay because they won't go bad, because I don't want to have to risk dealing with the beetles. So that kind of keeps sometimes my crop demand a little lower, because I know if I clear out those crops, those beetles are going to pop up like crazy and it drives me insane. So speaking of sounds, heading into the mines, beware of the spiders. I was hoping that each cave had different things, but no, they are all just spiders. They are just as loud and creepy crawly as the beetles. They really could have left that out, or maybe I missed the warning that saying there's spiders. So if you have arachnophobia, you probably will not like the mines. Because I don't have arachnophobia, but just knowing creepy crawlers are coming after me, I don't like it. So there will be some fighting, but nothing technically kills you. It just knocks some items out of your inventory. You'll just have to go pick back up. As you go through temples and collect chests, you will start to get Lumas as well. So Lumas are fun, cute little pets that can accompany you, or you build little houses for them and you keep them on the farm to collect goods that they drop. I always take at least one Luma with me in the cave that will fight. While I'm mining, they will run off and fight the spiders for you. If done far enough away, you won't have to help them and Luma will take it out for you. Now, there are some Lumas that will relight torches for you, find treasure, and find critters. So depending on what Luma that you get, just read the description. They usually have 2 uses. Usually the ones that will find treasure will also fight for you. Usually the ones that will pick up, they'll pick up flowers for you. They'll also find critters. So just read them and decide which one you kind of want to keep in your inventory to take with you. I always keep one on me that will fight. That's just, I had one on me that could light torches, but we'll talk about the torches here in a second, why I don't think they're really needed. I would rather have them come in and fight with you so they can handle the spiders and you can keep mining and won't get distracted. Other than the spiders, what I like about the mines are there are more than enough goods to mine. Playing solo, I don't have to reset the mines really ever. What a mine reset will do is it will replenish the goods, but it will take up the torches that you laid down. Once you make a path of torches, they stay there, and all you have to do is walk over them to relight them, or have your Luma that lights torches light them up. Like I said, I've had a Luma with me before that lit up torches, but I didn't see the use of keeping it. I'd rather have the one that could fight with me, because as long as you make it to the torch, it won't go lights out, and once you walk over it, it'll relight itself. So if you find yourself needing a reset, just get to the button in the mine and click on that, and then you'll find yourself outside the farm with a new mine layout. When in the mine, don't let the darkness get you. If you don't get to light, if you don't get a light down or get to the next torch, it will go lights out and put you back at the entrance of the cave. But there will be no death and nothing will be lost. So the maps to unlock, as stated before, are the forest, mountain, pirate's cave, and the jungle. My least favorite map is the mountain and the jungle. The mountain snow slows you down, the bear will chase you, and there are just a lot of nooks and crannies to climb through and over. A lot of obstacles that will have to keep your eyes peeled and your axe ready. Many walkthroughs are behind clusters of trees. The jungle has these plants that shoot stuff at you, and the Luma will not fight it, so it's all you. And it has just as many nook and crannies to keep your eyes peeled for to get treasures and more. All of the maps are huge, and I wish you could make markers to follow it. It was a lot of looking back and forth at the map to figure out where I was or where I was trying to go. By unlocking all the maps, you will also get themed houses. And going back to kind of the maps, every map has multiple temples, has multiple caves. So I would advise you, when you get to each of the maps, to really just walk through all of them and get an idea of where everything is and get everything unlocked, so then that way you can kind of get to everything quicker, and definitely try and find that first mine, so then that way you can start getting your supplies. But like I said, each map does unlock a house. So besides having your camper, you will build other houses that offer things with them. At first I wasn't going to build them, but when I noticed that they offer more beds. If you were to bring in a friend, they would actually get the feeling like they have their own home. Each house has something special, and they have their own little cute themed design with each of the lands that you unlocked. They have a standing mirror, so you can change your look from your hair, your clothes, your skin, etc., just like you created at the start of the game. So anytime you want to switch up your outfit, just build that house, find the standing mirror, and then you'll get to it. Then as each house gets unlocked, you get direct portals to each of the maps, so you don't have to run into town, or you don't have to run to the forest or the boat. They are all right there in your land, with easy access. With each new map, you will find more temples and more caves and more obstacles. The temples can be fun. You get through them to collect your book to give to the townsmen. Then there are other doors to unlock to gain more treasure. You do similar obstacles in the Pirate's Cave. You can also collect tokens as well as play pirate games. So this game may not have hard temples or obstacles. I think they're really easy to get through. If you're not someone who really does well with hard puzzles or anything, I was able to get through them very easily. Not saying I can't do hard ones, but sometimes I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to play. They're not hard at all. Some of them took me a couple times of timing, but it really makes me think of Indiana Jones, of don't step on this, there's a falling rock, don't walk in front of the arrows that are shooting. So it kind of brought a little bit of fun into that. You never have to worry about leaving stuff behind and stuff in your inventory. It's the epitome of cozy, creative, cute, and a place to just be you, solo or with friends. It has some lackluster by not having more interaction with town folks, but honestly, thinking about it, I'm more okay with that because so many farm games do too much with the townspeople, if you ask me, always trying to find them to be friends with them or give them gifts. I didn't really care to be friends with them in the first place. I wanted to make my money, grow and decorate my farm. That was my main focus. So actually, thank you for not having to deal with building friendships with the townspeople. Like, I did okay without that. There was 10 times more other things to do. So by adding friendship into there, it would really just knock it down for me. I would feel like I'm never getting anything done, but I'm also trying to build this friendship with these townspeople, so I'm okay that there's not as much dialect with them unless you're doing a quest for them. So thank you for that. For me, this game is top 3 favorite farm sim cozy game, and I was beyond happy to be able to play it. And like I said, when I started playing it, I couldn't stop, and I'm still playing it. Yes, I've unlocked a lot of stuff, but I still have a lot more to do. Next time you see Luma Island here on the channel, we will do a full farm tour so I can show you how I took decorating to the max and how the jobs are painting out to my favorite and my least favorite. Right now, my least favorite definitely is fishing. I have walked away from it. I'm just not interested in fishing one. Let me know what you think of Luma Island if you have played, and if not, what's stopping you from checking it out. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you don't miss any of the next videos. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks for checking out my channel. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are. This is Lunagalaxy out.